Howdy. I'm building a carport. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm working on instead of doing car content. Well, this is car content. Anyways, this is going to be a different kind of video. It's going to be a vlog on me building a carport. Now, I am not a carpenter by any means, not even amateur, not even novice, probably not even rookie. I could cross thread a nail. Just remember that when you're watching this. So let's just get into my experience of building a carport, part 1, and part 2 is going to cover, well, putting all the roof on, which that's what I'm doing right now, right? Actually, I'm making a video intro right now, but you know what I'm saying. Okay, here's a little bit of other update. Y'all know I got plenty of cars, so you probably guess what I'm making right here is a carport. That's going to be a 1 car. I'm doing a 12-foot wide because I don't want, well, I got the room and it don't cost that much more to do that one. And I don't want my doors hitting poles and goofy stuff or other cars. So that's how far I got. I got 2 more poles to put down there and then I can start roofing it and everything. I think I'm going to go, well, I'm going to go with the metal to match the garage, the white metal right there roof. So that's kind of what I've been working on in the background. If we walk over here, yeah, that one still sits out there. yeah, that goofy thing right there is going to go away. So that's 1 bay right there, and then I want to do an additional bay for Jim because I got the Ram charger inside right now. I'm probably going to have some sort of long-term project in the garage all the time. You know, that's why I built the garage. Daily driver, which there's not one in right now because it's about to get washed, and got the long-term project right here. Okay, moved over. Let's kind of check in level. Well, probably couldn't see that. It's hard to get that shot, but level, just to make sure that the post isn't giving me a false reading. You know where center line is. And we need to come out about 1 inch, but I think I'll leave it at that because if it's sitting a little bit too far in, my boards will fit. If it's sitting too far out, I almost tripped on that, then the boards won't reach. So as a final check, I'm going to run the tape all the way up there, and we should be 24. So from end to end, we'll see where 24 is right there. And but I think this is going to go. What I'm going to do, I'm going to just smack it into the ground a couple times, and I'll leave a mark on there, and then I'll make sure that my auger is centered up on that. Okay, it's about to set that post, and got a good thunderstorm coming through. So got it right there. We're going to run her down. And I'm within 3/4 of an inch. So it looks like I need to, might not be able to see with this camera, but it's a little bit off on there, so I need to tilt it in a little bit and then bring it this way just a hair. For level, what I did, I put a line all the way up the top of there, ran it all the way down, got onto my ladder, set it on top, and put the level on there, and I nailed it perfect. I mean, that's as perfect as it's going to get right there. So yeah, once I do that, kind of square that up just a little bit better, I'm ready to concrete that into the ground, and that's where we're supposed to set. All right, I'm set. I'm going to pour about 1/3 of the way up with water because that's what it says to do. Went to the pond, got my water, got a grasshopper already jumped down in there, and put the concrete in, and we're done. Okay, got that done. Talk about that here in a second. So we didn't move. I did move this way, so I had to nudge it a little bit there, but we'll be set now. So, super extra plenty of concrete. Same bag. This one over here didn't have enough. I don't get it. It's like they put different amounts in each bag or something like that. That one was perfect. That one was perfect. That one had a little extra. It is what it is, but for putting a post, I put that 16 inches in the ground. Maybe that's why there's a little extra, because I've been doing 18 inches roughly. But yeah, if you put a 4x6 in the ground, 18 inches with an 8-inch auger, a 50-pound bag of that is pretty much right. Unless it's this post over here. And then it's not enough. Barely not enough, but okay. Anyways, wait 30 minutes and that's done. I'm gonna take a break, then come back and get the tools up. I'm gonna let this set for a good 24 hours before I take the braces off. All right, got that line up. I have it set up to where it's coming off that post right there with a screw, and then barely touching the edge of this. What I probably need to do is come through and measure from there to there and see if this is 12 foot or not, because see how I have this post set up, 12 foot is right in the middle, because I'm doing I'm going to add the other post on, so it should be 12 and well, whatever half that is, 2 3/4. So 12 foot 2 3/4, what this line right here should be to my little line over there. So we're not quite 12, so that means I'm not running I'm definitely not running square there. Here, cars in the background, hot rods. It's because I'm near a dirt track. See, that's where 12 is there. So I definitely didn't get that one right. So this line touching this post right here, I need to not set that up like that, because I put that post not right. All right, wrangle my tape, and I'll reset up this line. The other thing I'm going to do is the same thing. I'm going to come from right here, set another line up, and cross this line right here, and stake into the ground, and then you know, once I have this line up, I can set that up where I think it's square. Actually, no, I need to come off that post. My bad. Come off that post and try to do the same thing. Is I can find out if it's square by lining it up on there. What's the minimum, you know, something like that, you know. Fake it till you make it, right? Because I don't do this all the time. So we're not quite perfectly square. That's at the end of a 12-foot run. So I can live with that. I can make modifications as long as I'm not oversized, as long as it's undersized. But I think that'll work, because like I said, the post is going to be running like that one. This one right here is going to be running the width way. So I have some wiggle room there. But I think this post is going to be better than when I set this one. I just off, and I remember whenever I put this board up right there, I had to trim it fit. So not a whole lot, but a little bit. But I think we're looking pretty good there. I always do the sanity check, just kind of an all-ball test. If I had boards, you know, if you look down here, you know, does it look like it's running straight? The other thing, what I did on this one, and I'm surprised it's off that much, because I actually ran my 12-foot board from there and ran the other one all the way over and kind of matched them up and squared them up, and so I don't know. Anyways, well, at this point, what I need to do is, since this line right here is going to be the edge of the post right here, as it's running this way, this one right here needs to be the edge of the post, right? So I don't need to drill my hole there. I need to drill my hole somewhere over in here. And what I come up with, I need to come in, since this is the thin side, come in 1 3/4 and come in 2 3/4, if I remember right. Let me go look at my numbers. I figured that out, and it's been working pretty good so far. And that's for my 8-inch auger. Might be 1/4, I don't know. Oh, 1/4. yeah, that's why. Yeah, come in 1 1/4 and 2 1/4, and then try to center that auger right there. And I have my little test post over there to try to, you know, plop down in there and try it out. So I mean, after that, let's go get the 2x6s, slap them up, and see what we got going on. Okay, test post in, looking down. Looks like it needs to go that way just a hair and that way just a hair on my hole to make sure that it's centered. I don't know if we can see that, but it looked like there's a little bit more room on this area right in here. It won't be centered up real well. But yeah, slight adjustment there and then sink it in. Now this is the post that has a pretty good warp in it. Let's go take a peek at that. Is there a gap in there sitting on the floor, but it looks like it bows up in the middle and comes back down. It's not just a bow on one end. So we'll see. I got it sitting like that so I can determine which end I want to put into the ground. And it's just squared up from there. Okay, so we have our width and our length set right there. I mean, it's not set in place because I'm about to check the depth. And this is what I do, is climb up a ladder that always seems to find a hole. And get up here, whoa, there's a hole. And you can maybe see that there's a string on the other end. It's probably too far away from the camera. But as we get it up here, we can see it. So here we are, putting my level on. I'm gonna fumble putting a level on. Doesn't matter if there's a camera or not. I'm gonna fumble putting that on. Don't go anywhere, ladder. Don't go anywhere. Oh boy. Now, how in the world did I get that perfectly level? I want it level. That way when my beam up there, I can't see the screen, but when my beams run, or not beams, my supports, the 2x6 supports run down, they run down level, they're not going at an angle. So I call that a win. I think I'm gonna see if this thing is, you know, set to depth. I'm gonna maneuver it to where I like it a little bit, maybe a little bit more square, make sure it's level going up, and we're gonna sink this thing. Losing a little bit of daylight here, but that's fine because man, that's a cool breeze right there. Been needing it. It's been hot.